All right, guys, this is Tara Devlin from Tarabuster, Unapologetic Liberal Talk. Let's play the game. Although all Republicans aren't horrible people, all horrible people are Republicans. See? It fits. And you can do that with the whole, endless descriptors. Like, although all Republicans aren't racists, all racists are Republicans, and on and on. Try it at home. I'm bringing it up because there was a convention of horrible people last weekend. It's CPAC 2021. And trust me, sociologists, psychiatrists, experts, behavioral scientists from the FBI, experts of all abhorrent and aberrant human behavior will be studying CPAC for generations. I mean, really, it's an embarrassment of riches there. It's going to take time to truly unpack it all. But this is what happened. Caitlyn Jenner was at CPAC, and she was relentlessly harassed, of course, by the horrible people there. And let's just play the video that someone was proud enough. This is the person who behaved like this was the one who tweeted this video out. They were proud of their behavior. So here it is.
Excuse me, Bruce. I don't want a picture, Bruce.
Bruce. You see? Calling her by her dead name. Following her through a lobby. Harassing her.
Bruce, what do you think about the stuff that they're teaching in the schools?
Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable.
Hey, Bruce.
Unreal.
Bruce, here we go. What do you think about the stuff that they're teaching in schools regarding the LGBTQ? About Jesus Christ, Bruce.
Jesus Christ. And yet again, see, like I say, Republicans they've falsely taken the mantle of patriotism because they're not patriots. Clearly, they hate you. You can't be a patriot when you hate everybody in the country. That's not patriotism. And we make the case all the time on Tarabuster. So they're not, they also hate Jesus. And if Jesus came back, they'd crucify him again. Because Jesus was crucified by conservatives, like the horrible people at CPAC. And it is really baffling to me. Because I think, what skin off this guy's balls is it that Caitlyn Jenner is living an authentic life? What does that have to do with him? Why is he so triggered this is a grown-ass person following another human being through the lobby, through a hotel lobby, hurling abuse at them. And this is normal behavior? That's what they consider normal behavior at CPAC. And, let's wrap it up because, here, let's watch the end of the video.
Yeah.
People want a picture with him.
Conservatives, right? This is what we came to.
This is what they're saying. It's the problem, you see. Oh, people want a picture with him. And that's the problem. We're supposed to be conservatives. What does that mean? You're supposed to be, I guess, a dick, an all-day dick. And the Republicans, they claim to be rugged individuals. But just try being a rugged individual in the Republican Party. Then you see what happened. Because of all of the freaks, the geeks, the the greed-centered ghosts of the Gilded Age, the selfish pricks, the fascists, the Nazis, the proud pricks, the incels, all of the morons that converged on CPAC, they're not, try living an authentic life. They're not, as far as all of them, put them all together, they're all the same. They all have to love Twitler. They all have to believe the big lie. They all have to, and if they had the courage to actually live an authentic life, that just confuses Republicans and conservatives, throws them into a tizzy to the point where they're they're chasing another human being through a hotel lobby and just being a monster. That's who they are. They're not good people. You see, but we don't have the United States doesn't have the corner market on horrible people. That's for sure. Horrible people exist everywhere, but you don't give them power. Here in the United States of serfs and lords, we have one of the two major political parties that is just incredibly topped off, stocked to the rafters with horrible people. And Marjorie Taylor Greene, case in point, she's a horrible person that shouldn't be anywhere near the halls of power, continued the abuse of Caitlyn Jenner. She says GOP support and consultants working to elect Jenner for governor of California are playing to the left's stupid identity politics. What does that mean? So she's supposed to, Caitlyn Jenner is, I guess, not supposed to exist. That's what she's saying. And if she does exist, she should certainly not be doing anything. She should just, I guess, exist somewhere in the closet. And so you don't trigger Marjorie Taylor Greene. A game that sells out our faith, family, and freedoms? They know nothing of these things. That's the other thing that we do on Tarabuster. We reclaim patriotism. We reclaim Jesus. Because they hate Jesus. You understand? They do. Faith, family, and freedoms. Freedom to live an authentic life, I suppose, isn't on that list. As long as you are free within the bounds of their definition of free, which is completely a complete sycophant lickspittle of the big lie con man tax sheet. So stop promoting this man in a dress. That's just so offensive, but that's what Republicans do. A man in a dress. And trust me, that won't age well either. Republicans never do. In the light of history, they never come out looking good. And stop promoting this man in a dress. See, Republicans never bring light to a situation. They never encourage their horrible base to evolve. You see, that's why you never see them. They in fact, quite the opposite. They encourage their base to nurse their bigotries like babies sucking on binkies, and that's what it is. They are babies. And I say it all the time, they lack the fundamental maturity to function in a free democratic society, because that takes maturity. And the PP Patrol just doesn't have that maturity. They haven't matured past the infant stage. You know, infants think they're the center of the universe. They're also fascinated by their peepees. And the Republican Party, that's what they are. They're the peepee police now. What's the peepee doing? Is it dressed properly according to what they think it should be dressed as? Is it in the right quote unquote bathroom for the PP? What's the PP? Is the PP forming a legal marriage contract? And is it forming that legal marriage contract with the same PP or an opposite PP? So really, everything they talk about, they're just full of it. They're not patriots. They hate Jesus, and they're not fit. They're just completely unfit to function in a free democratic society. Live and let live. We're sharing this blip of time together. That's why they're all across the country, besides all their anti-democratic fascist bills to stop people from voting, they're spreading their anti-trans hate. And eventually, because they're not getting the same bang for their buck out of the old gay bashing, which they rode that like a borrowed mule till they couldn't ride it anymore. And it's just not getting the same results because the American people have evolved. the same will happen in regard to trans people, and the Republicans will never they will never say sorry. They will never have to atone, and we'll just move on to the next minority group du jour that they will kick down on. It makes me sick, but worse than making me sick, it makes the entire country sick. My name is Tara Devlin. This is Unapologetic Liberal Talk. Hit the subscribe, the like, and the notification bell because we do a live show. If you want to join us, join the chat room and all the amazing people in the chat room because we're building a real liberal media community, and we need everybody, all normal people and people who aspire to be normal, because we're on the right side of history. See, Caitlyn Jenner, she's a horrible person because she takes advantage, like all Republicans. They want all the benefits of society that liberals fought for, but they don't want any of the responsibilities that we have to each other. And that's Caitlyn Jenner, because other human beings blaze the trail for her, and she refuses to even say thanks. Same thing with the Republicans. They just want all of the general Republicans. They want all the benefits of civilization, but they don't want any of the responsibilities. And in fact, it's also they don't want to share with people who are of different pigments or different than them. So they lack the fundamental maturity to have the type of freedom that they pretend to embrace. Be a rugged individual at CPAC. You just saw what they do to you. My name is Tara Devlin. Thank you for hanging out. Hit the like, the subscribe, the notification bell. Join us for the live show, and we will win. We're on the right side of history. We're on the right side of decency, dignity, and democracy. We stick together, we win. I'll see you very soon.